don't know. I mean, I could show you everything.
You guys make the decision what you guys want to do, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
He wants a decision. I explained to the front that
Well,
the mayor was not here.
Before we got through, go with you to a long time to get this thing done.
Because they're not getting the answer you want.
I don't want.
It's almost a year. Here's the letter that you sent me, almost a
I
year ago.
understand.
And nothing's
Well, nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. We're still sitting with this water bill, which is not
Well, let's
paid.
say I got a letter that says, if you don't pay the bill, it's gonna be on your taxes.
After we spoke to you, we got a letter threatening us to pay the water bill. No communication? What happened there?
That they have to do that legally, but it's the end of
Anyway,
the year.
yeah.
It's the end of the year. At
What
the
are they
end of March,
Mhm.
this quarter, it goes on everybody's taxes. Look, the opportunity to speak to the board would have been, I think, more fulfilling for you if the mayor and the attorney had been there. And I explained that to you, but you wanted to get on the agenda, and therefore you're here.
You know what?
You don't think, I'm not gonna put words in your mouth, what else?
What's the big decision to be made? What's the big decision to make? What we need, let's get Bill Clinton over here. Let's get somebody here. The mayor's not here, What are you gonna do?
All that I can say is, gentlemen, and you certainly can make any decision you like, is that when
You're gonna make a decision, that's
presented,
it.
there is a process that is followed in an analysis, and it's brought to the engineer when there is a question. And he does an analysis of the
It's a
breakdown.
question mark about the engineer, okay? So,
What's that?
you don't know if he's coming or going somewhere. I'm sorry to say that.
Is there any action that you'd like to take at this time?
No, I'd like to see Art's report before I can say anything about that. I'm just trying to figure out the timeline for a second. So it looks like in September of '08, you had a new meter installed?
Before they installed the new meter, the old one was a problem.
Why was it a problem?
That's what I got called. He said, somebody's going over the meter. I said, go over there and check it. I said, what do you want me to do? I don't know anything about meters.
The bill was too high.
Huh?
The bill was too high.
Right,
So
that's
you
what
would- As when the complaint came in and the bill was too high, we sent over our guy.
the bill.
Mhm.
You understand? When there was a complaint that the meter read too high, we went over, we checked the meter.
When was that complaint, though? That's what I'm trying to, because in March '08, June '08, September '08, it was reading about 18,000 gallons.
Correct.
But then in September 24th of '08, only 24 days after the September bill, so September 1, a new meter was installed. Why was a new meter installed on September 24th?
The new meter was installed because Mr. Ferrante was unhappy with the fact that the meter was reading a large amount and questioning the bill.
18,000 he was in question.
I don't think the 18,000.
No.
But I don't,
Go way after
It was saying 32.
No,
It was
that's in
32 or
December.
32.
That's
Yeah, but
a month
it's a
and half
quarterly-
after it's been- Right, I understand.
All right, you go back to the period that it's covering. as
March
opposed
08,
to-
June 08, and
Correct.
September 08 bills all average about 18.2.
Correct.
Well, one is. Two are. One is. September 24th, in between quarters, the meter is replaced. Why was there a reading at that point? What was the problem with the meter on September
He was
24th?
complaining that the reading usage was too high.
So he went out, you went out and read the meter, I'm just trying to understand the factual pattern.
No. You got it all wrong. I'm sorry to tell you that.
That's fine.
I can't put it down like that. I'm telling you, see?
That's why I'm asking questions, so I can
I got
understand.
it. We got a phone call from the office side, okay? They told me, something's wrong with the meter, all right? I said, well, if there's anything wrong with the meter, we'll check it,
Okay.
all right? After they checked the meter, that's when I got the bill, 52,000 gallons. I don't know what they did. I don't know what
That
they
was the
did.
first one, 42,000 we had. And that's the one I paid when I went into the office. I said, something's wrong, you know.
And that's when
And
we
she
came
said, well,
out.
I'm looking at the old reading and I'm looking at the new reading, there's nothing wrong. Because I'm saying, well, maybe they read it wrong. No, this is what it is, you gotta pay it. And I paid it. I paid the $42,000 bill.
42,000 gallons.
Gallons,
Yeah.
right, 42,000, oh, yeah. And so that one I paid.
But you know, let me explain.
Yeah, can I ask,
One more question.
yeah, maybe that was right, I didn't see the bills, because this,
If you see our,
okay.
Wait.
the car.
Let me explain you one thing. It'll be very simple. I don't care what you guys are reading over there. If we look the day that I move in, okay? It's today. Look on the average,
That's what I wanted to see, I see.
okay? Look on the average. 16, 14,
How would I define?
18, 19,
Right,
okay?
that's what I, okay. Got it.
Now, where we come up with 52 and 42? Can you answer that question?
I can't at the moment.
No?
The assertion would have to be that there was something wrong.
I never complained about the meter.
No, no,
They did it inside.
fine.
They
The question that there would have to be a reason for that kind of usage. It is what was read on the meter. The meter was checked, the meter was replaced to make sure that there was nothing erroneous going on in the meter reading. That was verified. When the engineer looked at it, he said that there had to have been a leak of some sort that was remedied. The Brontes say they have not remedied any leak, and therefore do not understand why it has gone back to another level
How would
of their average use.
how would our engineer know now what happened back in December of '08? Did he look into this right when these came out? No, he couldn't.
No.
Because how would he know then that there was nothing wrong with the meter then?
Because you talked to, look at Mike's record. I mean, you're gonna have to talk to Art and Mike, who did the analysis. I gave them the opportunity, I sat
Yeah,
with
and maybe
them well
that's
and
what
explained to them. And the concern on their part was, from their perspective, they don't agree, but from their perspective, they proved that there was obviously a leak of some sort that was remedied. Mr. Ferrante says there was no leak, and therefore he's very upset with the fact that he's being asked to pay them. And if there is a departure from usual, the usual way of handling these fees, which is what he's asking for, a break here.
A few times I was
coming
for right, 10, 12 days, 15 days, 3 or 4 times, the water's not being used. And they keep on saying with this bowl, there's a leak. What leak? What am I doing? It's more, I don't see the leak. Come on. That's a very good excuse. Something's wrong with the meter. Somebody read the meter wrong. Again, I'm not gonna pay it. That's
I
all.
understand.
That's all. You can put it on tax. You can do whatever you wanna do.
He's still.
I'll go in the paper, I'll make so much noise, that's it.
You don't have to threaten. We're trying to find a way to,
Enough is enough already. I wanna pay my bill and that's it, I wanna get out of here.
I understand that you don't want to pay
Everybody
anybody else.
understands.
No, we wanna pay.
You want to pay,
We wanna pay, and get rid of this.
So, he is here to make the offer of paying for 20,000 gallons on each one of those bills. And I fully believe that's going to have to, I know you want an answer right now, and unless the board feels compelled to do that, I think they're going to have some questions to ask of the engineer, and that has to necessarily be the next step.
What the engineer's got to do with the water?
Because he's the one,
What does he
between Mike
what does he know?
Nutley,
What does he know?
between Mike Nutley and Art Tully, they are the ones who address the issue of questions. Art takes, they sit down, they look at Mike's record, and they see what they can conclude. And I'm sure, I don't want to speak for the board, but I'm sure they want to afford themselves the opportunity to talk with him. When I spoke with you, I told you that the mayor was out of town and that Art was away on vacation, would be coming back this week. He still wanted to come on, so at least we'd address the issue for him, and I'm sorry, it doesn't look like you're getting an immediate response this evening, but I think you've made your case and the board understands exactly how you feel.
Yes, we just do. Almost on a daily basis.
No, we asked you to do that
Yeah.
too,
So I was
there
doing
would
that
be
even before,
verification to see.
Nothing. Now it's working fine.
I know.
So,
If there is, any other questions from the floor?
No.
just wait for our bills.
I'll give this back to you in 1 second.
Okay, don't worry about it.
We have copies too.
Yeah, I know we do.
Al, I know it seems very simple, and